What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the stream. Today's stream is straight to the point. When I tell you it's that time to get in that mode, boy, I'm feeling it. I don't know who been summoning me. I don't know who been calling on me, calling on my energy, but I felt it today. Like, I really felt somebody say, Ori, get on live. Ori, get on live. Ori, get on live. So I'm here. And the message I'm about to share with y'all today, y'all gonna be like, damn, I needed to hear that. And nowadays, it is so easy to be great. And the reason why it is so easy to be great is because nobody wants to put in the work. Nobody is willing to be obsessed with their craft to be the best. And this is why you are meant to hear this message. You are meant to hear this message because this message is for you. You're the person that's been on this grind. You're the person that's been on this journey. You're the person that's been locked in into this. And it's like you waiting for the results. Baby, let me tell you something. When it rains, it pours. Right now, it may look dry. It may look like you can't get a lick of water out the sky. I'm telling you right now, stay the course. Everything that you're doing right now is going to pay off. I promise you that. But you got to stop looking for the results, and you got to focus on doing the task at hand perfectly. The results will follow. You want to be rich, you want to make money, you want that money to come to you. Guess what? You got to get in alignment with that paper. You got to get in the movement with that paper. Thank you for the gift, Chandra. Thank you for the gift, Hops. And what that means is that, number one, let me tell you something. You need to start playing the role of your next version right now. You need to take a notebook right now while you're here. You need to take a notebook and write down, what does that ideal version of you really look like? And when you write that down, I need you to figure out ways to embody it. Boom. That higher version of me is clean. They dress really nice. Okay, cool. How do I gain that clean aesthetic? All right, number one, I gotta start taking care of my nails. I gotta start. And you think it's something that don't make sense. You think it's something that don't matter. But you taking on these little habits every day is what's gonna bring you into closer connection to that version of you that you want to become. You feel me? If you want to be successful, if you want to make money, you need to study the people that's already doing it and learn and practice. Because guess what? It's not like you're not supposed to be successful. It's not like you're not supposed to have this. You're just learning how to have it sooner, so when it comes, you're better at it. It's so you don't have imposter syndrome. The problem is you know exactly who you are, but you feel too scared to give yourself the permission to be that version of you. Why you keep seeking permission to be authentic? Why you keep seeking permission to be you and to go off? Why you seeking permission to be a savage? Why are you asking people what they think about your plans, about your goals? Something David Goggins said is tell nobody your plans. And I had to learn that. I just wrote that down. That's what I'm going to put into effect. I said, you know what I'm going to put into effect? I'm going to just go dark mode. Like when I get in that mode, I'm going to just go dark mode. The reason why I'm talking to y'all right now is because I'm coaching you through it. I'm telling you how to get there. You feel me? Figure out what you want and work backwards from having it. Figure out what you want and then work backwards. You want to be fit? Okay, bet. Go to the gym. Get locked in. What supplements you need? You taking creatine? You don't got no energy. Okay, figure out what do you need to get your energy in alignment. But the number one thing I want to tell you is that y'all don't spend enough time with yourself. You don't spend enough time meditating. You don't spend enough time within your mind planning and plotting with yourself. You got to start planning and plotting with yourself. That's the key. Having meetings with yourself. And asking yourself, all right, bet, where we slacking? Well, we haven't been working out like we need to. Well, if you're not working out, you're not physically fit. And guess what? In order to be ready for that miracle that's going to come into your life, in order to be ready for that opportunity that's going to come in your life, you need to be physically fit, spiritually fit, and mentally fit. Are you mentally fit for the things that you want in your life? Are you spiritually fit for the things that you want in life? Are you physically fit for the things that you want in life? You talk about I want to travel the world. I want to go on tour, baby. You not even fit enough to go on tour. You talk about some, I want a baddie. Like, I want to get married. I want to have kids. You're not even at your peak to attract someone to have kids. Like, you got to understand that, baby, it's a work ethic that comes with the things that you want, sweetheart. And it's going to require you to tap into that aspect of your brain, that dark mode aspect of your brain, that on fire mode of the aspect of your brain. Come on now, drop some roses for me, drop some flowers, drop something, leave some likes, leave some emojis in the chat, do something. Let me know that you into this energy, because everything is energy when you start getting to them higher levels. At that point, what's making people go from great to unstoppable is the energy. Your energy is what's going to take you where you need to go. Because guess what? Your energy needs you to be in alignment for your energy to be at a pure state. You feel me? Thank you, Jessica, for the gift. You see, one thing about it, I speak real fucking facts on here. The things that I say can move you. The things that I say can fuel you if you know how to use it. I'm telling you right now, remember this day. Everything that I'm teaching you, I'm using it right now. Can't you see my videos circulating a little bit more on Instagram? Can't you see the celebrities posting me? Can't you see? You know why? Because it's energy, because I believe it so. Everything that we doing right now in this realm is because you made that happen. It's because that's what you believe. In your mind, you don't think you're good enough for what you want. So guess what? The world creates a situation where you're not good enough. You feel me? Like, I think you forgot who you are and you overthink. And that's what my thing is. You got to stop overthinking. You got to master your mind, because once you master the mind, you get the true key to life. Some of y'all haven't really mastered your mind. And I'm telling you right now, everything that I'm teaching you is the foundation of success, baby. You can't have foundation of anything without what I'm telling you. You can't have success without what I'm telling you. You want to know how real this is? In African spirituality in Nigeria, they have a saying, God can't even bless you if your head not on straight. You hear what I'm saying? God can't even bless you if your head not on straight. I really hope that tells you the significance. And in Africa, my name actually means head. So I'm telling you, from experience, from the Akashic records, your head is a deity. And this is not the first time that you've heard of this. Your head is a deity. Your head is a god. Your head has its own energy. Your head is a chakra. Your head is a portal. For God's sake, when you close your eyes, you're traveling in different realms. Where are you traveling in different realms? Within your mind. Your head is what holds the mind. You see, I told you, when I come back on here, I'm not coming to play no games with people. I told you when I was getting back on this internet stuff and I was getting into making my content, that this content was gonna trigger your mind. It was gonna brain fuck you. It was gonna stimulate your mind. As of lately, you've been receiving signs. As of lately, you've been receiving weird syncs. As of lately, you've been seeing things that's just like, hold on, wasn't I just talking about that? Yes, babes. It's not a coincidence. It's not a kawiki dink. You feel me? It's not a coincidence. It's not a coinky dink. You feel me? So what you got to realize is like, all right, bet. If something's popping up multiple times, you got to pay attention to that. You got to learn how to decode shit when it's coming in front of you, because when you get into alignment, when something magical is happening, when you reaching that part of the movie, shit start. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Nat Zeno, you're not gonna get my camera. Like, you thirsting too bad over my shit. If you wasn't thirsting so bad, I would have gave it to you. You capitalizing and you yelling and shit. Now you're not getting shit. You feel me? But yeah, it's all you. You know, I was watching this Twitch stream one day, and it was X and academics, right? X is Tentacion. And X said something that nobody really peeped, right? So X was trying to explain to academics what made him so powerful, right? And this is what X said. X said, you see how when Lil Uzi drop an album, he gets press tours, he got interviews, he got billboards, he got all this shit, right? And he was like, yeah, I see that. X was like, you know, when I drop my song, that's all me. That's just all my energy, just me telling my fans that the song's out. people didn't really understand what he was saying because it sounded like ego. It sounded like ego, right? But when you take a step back and he's no longer here and you look at what he's saying, what the man was saying was that I don't need to push myself on people like other people do. My energy carries me alone. My energy helps me impact people alone. I don't got to do all of the facade, all of the posting, all of the da-da-da-da-da. So again, I'm telling you, it's your energy, baby. But you got to do the work to get your energy at its peak. Number one, you got to understand your energy. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And you got to amplify that, and you got to work on your weaknesses. If you're not even aware enough to know what your strengths are, my love, what are you doing? Are your strengths talking? Is your strengths traveling? Is your strengths like you know how to connect people? Is your strength tech? What is your strength and what is your weaknesses? Is your weakness that you insecure? Is your weakness that you overthink? Is your weakness that you know, what is your weakness? But you gotta spend time inside of the meeting room. Hold on. Babe, let her out. I'm on the screen right now. So basically, all I'm trying to tell you is that once you get into a level of awareness with yourself where you so locked in with yourself, can't nothing get in between you and yourself. Because what I'm noticing in this realm, all they're trying to do is get in between you and yourself, get in between you and your inner voice, you and your inner self, your connection with yourself. Because guess what? Once you out of alignment with your own connection with yourself, anything can come in and control you. And this is what I mean by this. If you don't have control over yourself to be able to be conscious enough of every single thought that passes in your brain, guess what's going to happen? Things can come in your brain, plant ideas. Things can come in your mind, make you overthink, and you'll think all of those your thoughts. When in reality, it's not. You just wasn't aware enough to see the programs forming within your mind. And this is why I tell people, the moment that your brain starts to go somewhere negative, that is when you need to go back to your meditation. That is when you need to go back to your affirmations, whatever the fuck gets you back into your energy. That's what you need to do. But you got to be so aware enough that you can catch yourself drifting. And that's what meditation does. Meditation teaches you how to catch yourself when you're drifting. So that way, when you're not meditating and you find somebody pissing you off, you're like, it's okay. Bring yourself back. That's what meditation does. And the better you can get at bringing yourself back, the less chances you have of creating something you don't want. I haven't heard someone break down meditation so good like that in a minute. For real. I haven't seen somebody break shit down like that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I just spoke to you about was true facts. The true facts of like, how do I really, somebody said you ate that shit up, bro. Listen, if you fucking with the messages, what I need you to do is, I need you to click the link in my bio. Click Twitch and come follow me on Twitch, because I'm going to end this stream on TikTok and I'm going to go to Twitch. So all 114 of y'all, click the link in the bio. Follow me on Twitch. I'm live right now on there also, because I'm about to end this live, all right? So anyways, like we was talking about, thank you for the dragon crown. Like we was talking about too, like, yo, you gotta be a different type. Like, you see the way I'm hitting on my head right now? The link is in my bio. The Twitch link is in my bio. The Twitch link is in my bio. But you see the way I'm hitting on my head right now? You see the way I'm hitting on my head? You know why I'm hitting on my head right now? The reason why I'm hitting on my head right now is because you gotta be this kind of crazy about your shit. You gotta be this kind of crazy about your goals. You gotta be this kind of locked in about your shit. You know, for a person to go like this, it's like, oh, whatever they talking about, they serious about that shit. Whatever they talk about, they serious about that shit. And I'm trying to tell you right now, you need to get so motherfucking locked in with your shit that people be like, damn, in 2 months, we got 1 month until summer, baby. We got 1 month until summer, and you not on your shit like you say you was. Like you said you was gonna be at the beginning of the year. So all that stuff you was talking at the beginning of the year, was that cap? All that stuff you said you was gonna do, was that cap? Was that cap? I'm wondering. It's time for you to sit with yourself. Go on a long walk. Go on a long walk with yourself and talk to yourself. What is it that you want? Who do you want to become in the next couple of months? Write down what that's going to require out of you. This next phase of your life is going to be shit. It's going to be shit. And the reason why it's going to be shit is because you're about to do a whole bunch of things that you don't want to do. Nobody wants to get in that cold plunge. Nobody wants to take a cold shower. Nobody wants that shit. But you got to do that shit. Nobody wants to eat a diet. Nobody wants to do that. But everybody wants the result. So think about it. In this day and age when nobody really wants to do the work, this is the year. This is the time for you to outwork everybody and overlap everybody. If you could just be insanely obsessed with what it is that you want to do in your life, you are going to take over the game. It's so easy to be the Michael Jordan of any fucking field right now because people are not putting in the work. So if you could just commit to putting in more than everybody else, baby, I guarantee you, you're going to be successful. I guarantee you, you're going to be successful. Thank you, Sunray, for following. I guarantee you, you're going to be successful. Because guess what? Success is an equation. It's about how much you do over a span of time consistently. Does that make sense? The more you do what you want to be successful at over the span of time consistently, you are inevitably going to run into success. You want to know why? Because success, you can almost connect it to the 10,000 hours. You know what I'm saying? People saying nobody hiring, but somebody filled that job that you didn't get, hard work. That's because some people don't want to do the jobs that nobody else want to do, not realizing the jobs that nobody else want to do gives you something that nobody else has, which is character, which is humility, which is grit, which is it gives you something that hunger. You're not hungry enough. That's why you're like, no, I'm gonna do this, no, I'm gonna do this, no, I'm gonna... You gotta get hungry. Some of y'all full. Not realizing that at some point you will be hungry again. I'm telling you. Stop being so excited about them food stamps in life. And start aiming for that $800 steak. You so comfortable with your $15 steak, you don't even want to taste the 24 karat gold steak because you comfortable with your $15 steak. Baby, for me, I have to live a life where I at least taste the finest steak. And that's what I want you to think. I want you to want more for yourself. I don't want you to be satisfied with what you have. I want you to be grateful for what you have. But I want you to be grateful because you know the way that God works, there'll be more. You feel me? Some of y'all don't entertain more. And that's why you never see more. Start taking yourself in environments that represent the things that you want in life. You want a Lambo? And guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with you wanting a Lambo. You're not superficial for wanting a Lambo. Nothing wrong with you wanting a Lambo. Nothing wrong with it. You hear me? Ain't nothing wrong with you wanting a Lambo, baby. Go get that Lambo. Go after that Lambo. Sweet thing. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But people will make you feel like something's wrong with it when they know they don't have the capacity to have it. So they don't entertain it because they know it's dead for them. But you got a choice. And guess what? Misery loves company. So the fact that you trying to go and get a Lambo, when they don't think that they can even receive a Lambo or even touch a Lambo, they too scared to even get close to a Lambo. That should tell you everything. If the people around you don't inspire you, baby, your circle is a cage. If the people around you do not inspire you, sweet thing, I'm sorry. You're not around your people. You're not around the people that you need to be around. You feel me? And I don't know, just lately I just been thinking and plotting. I just been here like this, thinking, meditating, journaling, writing, because you know that feeling with something coming out of you. You know that feeling when you in alignment. And I'm telling you right now, some of y'all are in such good alignment. Things are wanting to come into your space, but you got to get mentally prepared. You got to clean. You got to you got to groom yourself. You got to look like money. You got to look like success. You got to look like the opportunity that's coming into your life. Do you look like the opportunity that's coming into your life? You get what I'm saying? Because if you're not where you want to be, it's because you're not that person yet. You're not. You're not that guy yet. You're not. If it ain't here yet, it's because you're not that guy. You feel me? And one thing I had to realize, I was like, you know what? The successful version of me would like completely rip off the seal off of who I am, whether or not who likes it or not. I'm a lot, yes. I got a big personality, yes. I'm bougie, yes. I like fine things, yes. I don't like cheap shit, yes. Shoot me for it, goddamn. You know, there's something savage about accepting who you are. There's something real savage about accepting who you are. Some of y'all don't accept who you are. Some of y'all don't accept your dark side too. Some of y'all don't accept your dark side, and that's why you struggling with your own inner self. You can't ever succeed if you can't even get outside of yourself. Some of y'all so focused on every little insecurity that you got. You so focused on every little insecurity that you got that you can't even do the work. How do you accept your dark side? Ooh, y'all want to go there. Y'all want to go there. Y'all want to go there? Y'all want to go there? Y'all want to go there? Okay. You know what's so funny? I actually just dropped a class called Black Mirror Influence. That's all about becoming the most magnetic version of yourself, but it's about accepting your dark side. And I'm going to put it in the air. I'm going to give y'all some game, but I'm going to put that in the air. That class is $260 because that ain't nothing to play with. If you want to join that class, just DM me. But besides that, let's just get into it for real, because I'm excited to talk about it. But I need all y'all to say, let's talk about it. Before I get into it, because I'm going to give you some game. But before I get into it, I need y'all to say, let's talk about it. I need y'all to say, let's talk about it. And I need y'all to take notes. Please take notes. Because what I'm about to talk about is not about to be nothing for the weak. And you're going to see exactly why my class is $260. And here's something. If you a supporter of me, you got high class and you got high taste and high standards. Am I right? If you are a supporter of me, if you resonate with me, that means you got high class, high standards, right? Right? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Somebody said, raise your prices. Oh, baby, I'm not raising my prices. I just dropped new tiers. And every tier, higher quality, baby. So let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all keep running up the lights. Let's get into it. You have to understand that to be your most magnetic self, and I need y'all to click the link in the bio and follow me on Twitch right now. In order for you to be your most magnetic self, baby, you cannot be fake. Nothing about you can be fake. That mean, and I don't mean fake like, oh, you a fake ass. Like, no. Not that. I mean like nothing about you can be pretend. You feel me? And what I mean by that is your confidence can't be pretend. Your style can't be pretend. Your language can't be pretend. Your personality can't be pretend. You see, to be your most magnetic self, you got to spend a lot of time with yourself first. Because that most magnetic version of yourself, you're literally chiseling at the clay. You're chiseling at the stone and you're building yourself. And building yourself is not pretty. What's up, Sagittarius? That building yourself is not pretty because guess what? You have to go through every single flaw and iron it out like a knot. And the way you do that is you got to spend time with yourself, but you also got to put yourself out there with awareness. What that means is boom. All right, cool. Go to a new yoga spot. Go to a new yoga spot. Some of y'all been wanting to do yoga. I know, I can hear it. I can hear it. You've been wanting to do yoga. You've been wanting to do Pilates. But some of y'all feel intimidated by the environment. You feel intimidated by the environment. And let me tell you why you feel intimidated by the environment. Because you feel like you're not good enough. You feel me? You feel like you're not good enough. Now what you do is you take your ass home after that Pilates or yoga class. And you sit with yourself and you say, why do I feel like I'm not good enough to be there? Why do I feel like... You got to ask questions, baby. Now, the reason why I'm telling you to ask questions is because these questions is what's going to lead you to that dark side that you don't really have access to talk to all the time. That shadow side, that relentless side, that savage side, it comes out at times when you least expect it. When somebody piss you off, when somebody fake, when somebody pressing you, when it's trying to protect you, that's when it comes out. And a lot of times you don't have no control over it. Or when people emotionally get you worked up. You see? So how do I tap into that dark side? You got to spend some time in the dark. You can't be afraid of your darkness. And you got to start conversating with yourself. You got to start talking to yourself. You got to start pulling it out of you. For example, one way that I like to pull that dark side out is through workout. Pushing myself to the point of like, ah! You know what I'm saying? Like, get yourself somewhere where you could cold plunge, working out. Get yourself to the point where you feel like, I gotta quit, I gotta this, I gotta that. You know what's gonna happen? If you really know how to, you'll get your dark side to finish the work for you. That's another thing. Specifically, dwelling on your past self due to past action. That's another thing. You gotta start giving your dark side a place to be free. You gotta start giving your dark side a place to get to work. That's why I say the gym. A lot of y'all only working with half your potential because you afraid to meet the other half. Ooh. Did you hear what I just said? A lot of y'all are afraid to meet the other half. You only working with 50% of your potential because a lot of y'all are afraid of your other half. What if I am my dark side and not my light self? Maybe I got the meanest. Listen, man, let me tell you something. Don't let nobody ever tell you that you got to get rid of your shadow. You got to get rid of your ego. You got to get rid of your dark self. That aspect of you is needed. You are a full spectrum of a person. And there are 4 parts to you. You could say it, your feminine, your masculine, your higher, your lower. You get what I'm saying? Whatever it is, you need to understand that this realm that we on is not heaven. This is the marketplace. This is the battlegrounds. This is the video game. This is the simulation. And in this realm, you need to be able to protect yourself. Because it's not just angels here. That's why I keep telling y'all. Y'all over here thinking that, oh, I'm going to go in life just being super nice to everybody. Baby, are you crazy? This is a game and you better learn how to play it. That's the most spiritual thing I could tell you. That's the most spiritual thing I could tell you. This is a game and you better learn how to play it. You better equip yourself. And when you have a child, you equip that child. Learn psychology. Learn how to read people. Learn because guess what? A lot of y'all are not going to be successful. And the only reason why is going to be either because of you getting on your own way or you allowing the wrong people to get in your own way. A lot of y'all going to be taken out simply by environment alone. So I'm telling you right now, the ability to have discernment, the ability to read people, the ability to know when somebody's trying to play with you, the ability to know when someone's playing with your mind is so imperative in this realm because this is a matrix and this realm is all about trying to get inside of your brain. Because inside of your brain is the creator. And if I can get inside of the creator of this avatar, I can rule what this avatar does. You've seen it. Somebody that's in the relationship with the wrong person that's completely controlled by their loved one, their partner. You've seen somebody lose themselves in someone else. You've seen somebody get controlled by someone else. You've seen someone submit to the wrong person. You've seen people date someone and then boom, they like, oh my God, I didn't know who I was dating. That's because you wasn't aware. You wasn't paying attention. I learned that from my trauma. I guess that's why it had to happen. Yes. And guess what? The moment that you start to realize that everything that you went through, that's another reason why some of y'all shadows can't work with you, because you going at it with your shadow. You over here blaming yourself for things that happened in the past, not realizing that the reason why the things happened in the past was to educate you and enlighten you. But you've kept yourself in prison by the mistakes you've made, because you don't know how to recognize learning lessons when they happen, but instead you beating yourself up for it. So you blame your shadow. Shame on you. Shame on you. Instead of realizing that every single thing that you went through was here to develop you. For example, a memory that no longer has an emotional attachment to it or an emotional reaction has become wisdom. So every time you react to that person that did you wrong, every time you react to that boyfriend that you used to have, every time you react to that mistake that you used to did, that thing that you used to be guilty for, you're only imprisoning yourself, and you can't access all of your energy on some Dragon Ball Z shit. If you're feeling guilt for something in the past, if you're stuck on something in the past, you're stopping yourself from creating this big ball of energy. And guess what? When you don't have a lot of energy, you can't create. So this beautiful reality that you've been wanting to have can't happen because all your energy is tied up in some old shit that don't even matter no more. Y'all click the link in my bio and y'all follow me on Twitch right now. Click the link in my bio and follow me on Twitch right now. Yeah, be in the present. The more you can be in the now and have gratitude for what happens, the more your heart chakra expands. The more your heart chakra expands, the more abundant you become, because your heart is the most abundant chakra. Your heart is what brings you the money, baby. Your heart is how you rule earth. Look at the word earth. Look at the word earth. Isn't that heart? Oh, wow. Look at the word earth. It's heart. That's crazy. You see that? Wow. That right there should explain it to you. The key to winning on earth is the heart. Heal your heart. The more you heal your heart, the more the world is yours. You heard that? The more you heal your heart, the more the earth is yours. The world is yours. Wow. I deserve a follow on Twitch for that. I deserve a follow on Twitch. You feel me? Something else I wanted to talk to y'all about too is, in order to architect that new version of yourself, you're gonna have to put yourself through hell on earth. What that means is that you're gonna have to put yourself through so much work that the world could never ever beat you down the way that you already beat yourself down, in a positive way, of course. You gotta challenge yourself. You feel me? You gotta challenge yourself. You gotta challenge yourself. You gotta challenge yourself. We must go through dark, transforming into light. Yeah, you know what? This is the year of the snake in Chinese astrology. 2025 is the year of the snake. And something I want to let you know is that this year is going to be very transformational for a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all are going to shed skin. A lot of y'all is going to shed skin. How do you heal your heart? Through meditation. Doing the right meditation can literally regenerate cells. Doing the right meditation can send more blood. You can literally send more blood to your heart with thought alone. I mean, everything else you do is through thought. When you move your arm, it's through thought. Any pointers on these right meditations? Study Joe Dispenza. Excuse me. I got impatient meditating for some reason. That's how you know you really need to be meditating. Because if you are getting impatient, what that means is that your body is so ingrained to having what it wants. You have to think of your body like a child, like a dog, and you're taming it. And the mind is the human. The mind is the person that controls it. You have to tame this being. So when it gets hungry, when it's like, oh, I want to eat, I want to this, I want to that, I want to get up, you have to tame it and say, no, sit, do what I say. You feel me? That's something that I do want to tell y'all. That's something that I do want to tell y'all. Also, I do want to tell y'all that I am also doing mini readings. So if you click the link in my bio and click super chat, I'm doing mini readings for my people on Twitch. I'm pinning it. It's pinned on Twitch. So if you super chat $28 or $30, anything over $28 and you put your birthday in the super chat, I will give you a mini reading for your birthday. All right. Ooh, I'm the dog in astrology, really speaking to me for real. Yep, last year was not a good year for you. Last year was not a good year for you. How you run your mind to stay disciplined. Meditation is how you teach it to be disciplined. Now, the reason why meditation helps you to be disciplined is because in meditation, whenever you find yourself drifting, you mindfully bring yourself back. Now, what happens is that when you go out into your day-to-day life, because you subconsciously practice on bringing yourself back, now what happens is that you end up in real life when you start going off on a tangent or you start going off on negative energy or you start having intrusive thoughts, it's going to bring you back. Thank you, Miss Moolah World, for the follow. Thank you, Miss Moolah World, for the follow. Yeah. And like I said, if you want to join my class, Black Mirror Influence, where we teach people how to psychologically, how to understand their energy, how to understand themselves, and also how to be more magnetic, how to be able to draw people in, how to influence people. And that is through harnessing their darkness. That is through harnessing their shadow self. Think about X. There's a reason why X was so magnetic. It's because he understood the duality. If I can show people the duality, my darkness and my light, it's going to make people so interested in it because it's two polar opposites. And when people can't understand you fully, they want to. So they will do all they can to understand you. Come on now. Come on now. You talking to somebody with some heavy Scorpio energy, baby. You talking to somebody who understands psychology. You know what I mean? So that's something that I wanted to talk about. That's something that I really wanted to talk about. I wanted to get it out on here. I wanted to get it out on here. Let's see how many followers do we reach. How do we pay for your super chat? The link just refreshes here. It's right here, the link. What's wrong with the link? Mercury and Venus in Scorpio. Yeah, my Mercury is in Scorpio, November 2nd. Then you get it. You understand. But there is some birthdays. There are certain birthdays that are more magnetic than the others. There are certain birthdays that are more magnetic than the others. And I'm going to tell you which birthdays. And don't be surprised when I tell you. I'm going to tell you. The 3rd, the 21st, the 12th, the 30th. Y'all are the more talkative magnetic. The 11s, the 20th, and the 29th. You guys are more the energetically magnetic. Charismatic. The 5s, the 14s, the 23. You guys are physically magnetic. You guys are attractive. The 27, oh no, baby, you be overthinking. You need help, baby. Y'all need help. People born on the 27th, the 18th, y'all are overthinkers, baby. Y'all are overthinkers. Baby, y'all don't know how to get out your head. 22, yup. 7, no. 7 be struggling. 7 is a loner. They don't even want to be around nobody. How you gonna be magnetic when you don't want nobody to come to you? 16, no. The 5th, the 30th, yep. The 15th, no. 15 is shy. The 10th, I don't know. The 8th, y'all can be. 2, no. 222, no, you're not a flop. That's a good birthday. Yeah, y'all shy. 8 is not the king of diamonds, boy. Get the fuck on. 5 and 30th is magnetic, yes. And if you want to learn more about how to amplify your birthday's magnetism, all you need to do is join my class, and I will teach you. For example, let me give somebody an example, okay? For example, if you are born on the 5th, I would recommend you to use fashion. If you are born on the 5th, you need to use fashion, and you need to be able to entertain people. That's not hard for you. And you need to focus on your looks. Like, you need to focus on making sure that you look better than everybody in the room. That's the key. 5th month is not enough. I'm saying if you're actually born on the 5th, you need to make sure your looks are always up to par. I don't want to hear, oh, it's okay, I'll do my hair. No, because 5, your gift is your looks. For the 3rd, you just need to be funny. You need to be funny. You need to be a little childlike, and you need to talk to people first. The people on the 3rd, don't wait for people to talk to you. You need to go talk to them. And learn how to stop over talking people. Everybody matters in the conversation, not just you 3. Because 3 tends to think that they're the only mouth that matters. You feel me? So like I said, if you want to learn more, you can join my Black Mirror class. It's $260. Or you can click the link in my bio, click super chat, and put your birthday in, and, you know, throw a little $28, and I'll tell you something about it. What about the 30th, please? I already talked about it. And I'm about to get off soon, so. This was fun. This was fun, y'all. Make sure y'all go ahead and follow me on Twitch. Wisdom of the day. I gave the wisdom of the day, baby. I gave it. Carrie Capri. What's your birthday, Carrie Capri? Carrie just sent a super chat. Carrie, what's your birthday, Carrie Capri? What's your birthday, Carrie Capri? What's your birthday, Carrie Capri? February 26, 1993. First of all, you got the same birthday as Duke Dennis. So you're definitely bounded for success, especially in this day and age. You have a taste for wealth. You have a taste for wealth for sure. And something I want to tell you is that you're going to attract wealth in your life. Another thing I can say to you too is that you have to be careful, because you can be a bit aggressive. You can be a bit aggressive, argumentative. You could come off very strong. So you have to be mindful of that. You can come off very bossy. 2025 is a good year for you. 2023 was not a good year for you. 2017 was a good year for you. You are compatible with people born 1989, 2001, 1997. Another thing I want to tell you too is that you have master builder energy. So whatever you become a part of, you always build it up. You always build it up. You feel me? And then another thing I want to tell you is you are born the number of karma, which is 26. Karma, the word karma adds up to 26. K is 11, A is 1, R is 9, M is 13, and A is 1. That will add up to 26. You know, if you want to do, you know, so what you have to do is you have to be mindful of what you do to people, because it always comes back around. Another thing I can say is sometimes you could be a little bit transactional, not in a bad way, but it just means that if somebody does something for you, you instantly want to pay them back for it. Whether that be in a gift or, you know what I'm saying? And then when you do something for people, you expect it to come back around. Like karma. you know? So I hope that was accurate for you. I hope that was accurate for you. You feel me? I hope that helped you. And yeah, let me know, Carrie, was that accurate for you? Was that accurate for you? Let me know. That was on point. Thank you. I say, I'm glad you enjoyed.